Sachin Bansal, he definitely owns that tag of being the OG of Indian startup ecosystem, right? And rightly so. The way he obsesses about consumers, the way he goes deep into the problem statement, the way he solves problems is very different. I am part of the founders office team. So I work with both the co-founders, Harish and Saurabh, on a bunch of initiatives across business, product, company and secretarial. Well, I was born in Bangalore but raised in Ahmedabad where my dad used to work. Studied at NIT Surat, was an engineer, had a niche to get into management, so obviously did my MBA from IMT Ghaziabad. A friend referred me to Ola, that's how I kind of joined Ola. Then Swiggy happened, then Ninja Cart happened, then Navi happened. Has been a terrific journey, and that's how I think I stumbled upon Stable. So I was a management trainee who joined Wipro. Immediately felt like I am one of the millions of people in a sea, right? Where felt that I was doing a lot, but obviously what I was doing was maybe not creating any dent in the big behemoth that Wipro was and is today, right? And a lot of my friends were at that time joining startups. This is way back in 2015, right? Where many people, and I was very curious as to what do you do, and they were like, there are so many things that we have an impact on where we work and where our work kind of shows the impact, and which is very different from the kind of experience that I was having at Wipro at that particular point of time. So I was like, yeah, would love to explore that, and that's how Ola happened. And I think since then it's been a crazy ride personally for me, where I think in the last 6-7 years grown a lot as an individual. What I loved about my journey at Ola and Swiggy was that it gave me opportunity to work on problem statements which had a huge impact on the way company shaped up. Saurabh is friends with many of the people I used to work with back in Ola. And when I kind of was joining Swiggy, many people said that, hey, we know Saurabh, you should definitely meet him. He's one of the brightest people we've come across. And that's how kind of serendipitously I met Saurabh. Later on in the Swiggy's journey, I kind of got to work with him on very curious new projects that we both were kind of trying to face at the same time. He was leading the whole expansion charter for Swiggy, and my projects were kind of one part of that whole big puzzle that he was trying to solve. So that's how we got connected. We stayed in touch, became very close both professionally and personally. That's how when he moved to Navi, organically it kind of also helped me think about Navi as a serious career option. Went there, and then I knew that whenever he's going to start, I will definitely be very interested in joining him, and I think he felt the same. I think today as a company we are trying to put it in our DNA, right? How do we stay true to the customer? How do we stay true to the problem statement and ensure that we are solving for the customer? I remember the time when Saurabh was leaving. So logically, when he and Harish kind of finalized what they are doing, and I got to know, it was more like, hey, when do I join, rather than, hey, will you join? As a customer and as a user of financial products, financial services, I'm able to resonate a lot with it, and I'm sure many more people who are now comfortable doing DIY investments but still don't know how to diversify, don't know how to think about moving away from mutual funds, stocks, and still be able to get returns which are safe and secure. I think that hit a nerve very early on. The 20 odd people that we now have whom we are working with, I think, are the most energetic, entrepreneurial, mission oriented people that I have ever come across. What inspires me every day is that I learn. I learn from everybody who come from such diverse experiences which are very different to mine, who come from with that mindset of learning and executing. The kind of team that we have built is something which gives me that conviction that we are headed in the right direction. If it's even one customer who comes back and says that they loved the product, once they tell me that, hey, this product blew my mind away, helped me so much better in terms of my understanding of financial services, made me smarter, right, made me invest better, I think that's what we are here for.